Picture this. The great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius, once struggled with a quick temper, but through consistent practice of Stoic psychological techniques, he transformed into a level-headed figure, even in the face of extreme provocation. The person who contributed significantly to this transformation was his Stoic mentor, Junius Rusticus, who ironically was one of the main sources of Marcus's anger. Now, let's unpack 10 fascinating anger management strategies Marcus detailed in his Meditations, which were possibly influenced by Rusticus. These strategies are not just ancient wisdom. They have surprising parallels with modern cognitive therapy. First up, Marcus reminds himself that humans are social creatures designed for cooperation. He emphasizes our natural capacity for forming alliances over creating enemies. It's a powerful strategy rooted in the understanding that we thrive when we work together, echoing the wisdom of ancient Greek philosophers. Marcus, drawing on his legal and magisterial background, advises us to look beyond isolated annoying behaviors when angry. Instead, consider a person's character as a whole. This broader perspective often moderates our anger by placing actions in a wider context. Reflecting Socrates' famous paradox, Marcus argues that everyone naturally seeks truth and acts in their self-interest. Wrongdoing, then, arises from errors in judgment rather than genuine malice. It's a perspective that challenges our assumptions about the motives behind others' actions. Modern psychology aligns with Stoic philosophy here. Anger can be a form of projection. Marcus advises us to recognize our shared flaws, tempering our anger and shifting the focus toward self-improvement. As a magistrate, Marcus understood the difficulty of discerning motives. He encourages us to avoid jumping to conclusions about others' intentions, promoting a more nuanced understanding and preventing rash judgments. Stoicism often emphasizes the transience of material things, including our own lives. Marcus takes this a step further by reminding himself that both he and the other person will soon be forgotten. This perspective makes intense anger seem pointless in the grand scheme of things. Perhaps the most famous Stoic psychological strategy. It's not things that upset us, but our opinions about them. Marcus applies this to anger, urging us to recognize that our interpretations fuel our emotions. It's a mindset that echoes in modern cognitive psychotherapy. Stoics believed that irrational passions, like anger, harm us more than the external triggers. Marcus highlights the damage anger inflicts on our moral character, encouraging us to focus on the harmful consequences and motivating a change in our response. Drawing on the principle of reciprocal inhibition, Marcus suggests replacing anger with kindness. By consciously responding with genuine kindness instead of anger, we can cultivate new habits and positively shape our character. Finally, Marcus concludes with the importance of accepting human imperfection. People often react with shock to behavior that's quite normal. Stoics advocate for a philosophical attitude, acknowledging that people aren't perfect and viewing their wrongdoing dispassionately.